Hi Gemini, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing awesome today. I'm going to be doing a 10 card Celtic cross spread, and I'm going to be taking 10 cards from this deck and one animal spirit card from this deck. So I've already cleared the energy of the cards and shuffled, just shuffling a little bit more. Just take what resonates and leave the rest. It may or may not resonate with you because it's a general reading. If you want your own personal reading, I'll leave my email under the video and you can email me and we can chat about that. If a card comes out upside down, it means you're getting extra protection from spirit. And if any of the messages repeat themselves, I believe that spirit really wants you to get the message. So I'll try and catch that and let you know. Always check your sun, moon, and rising signs in case you have messages over there too, okay? So Spirit, can I please have 10 cards for a Celtic cross spread for Gemini? So Gemini, your first card represents your current situation. You have the High Priestess reversed. Your second card represents what's crossing you or what's challenging you or your situation. You have the Nine of Swords. Your third card represents the basis of your situation or foundation. You have the Queen of Swords. Your fourth card represents your past but is relevant to your current situation. Three of Swords. Your fifth card represents your immediate future, what's likely to happen next in your life. Coming up soon is the King of Swords reversed. Your sixth card represents the outcome that you desire most in your situation. You have the Hierophant. Your seventh card represents your self-image, how you see yourself. Seven of Swords reversed. Your eighth card represents your environment or how others see you in your situation. Eight of Pentacles. Your hopes and fears card, what you hope for or fear the most in your situation, is the Death card reversed. Then your future card is the Seven of Wands reversed. Okay, so let me just check something here. Okay, so that's good. And then your animal spirit card, please, Spirit. One animal spirit card for Gemini. And your animal spirit card is the Dragon. Awesome. So let's start with your first card. You have the High Priestess, and it came out reversed. So extra protection. This card represents your current situation. This is a major arcana card. So the High Priestess is represented by the moon in astrology. This card warns of knowledge being withheld. You may be seeking something that you are not meant to know. Maybe someone is keeping something from you that you need to know. It could even be that you have knowledge that needs to remain a secret, at least for now. So the High Priestess represents secrets, repressed feelings, withdrawal, lost inner voice, a lack of center, being disconnected from your intuition, silence, hidden motives, confusion, superficiality. Okay, so just take however this resonates and leave the rest. The High Priestess reversed is saying that you may have repressed feelings. Spirit saying be still and direct your attention inward to listen to your voice and wisdom. Focus on what is right for you. Get quiet and withdraw from yourself Withdraw yourself from the external world to observe what your inner guidance is sharing with you now. Ask yourself, do I struggle to trust my intuition? Do you deny your ability to tune in and receive potent information? You may also keep your intuitive capabilities hidden from others, fearful of their judgments or opinions. If this resonates, know your intuition is your superpower. Surrender, let go, and allow yourself to be in flow with the energy of the universe. This card reversed may suggest gossip and hidden agendas. Others may be keeping information from you or talking about you behind your back. Have an open and honest conversation and address these secrets, is what Spirit is saying. Maybe something within you is seeking recognition. You may have been neglecting your true purpose, although at a deep level you are aware that motivation is stirring to make a change. You may be keeping this situation private for now, not wanting others to know about it. Those around you may notice that you seem vague or not quite yourself. That's okay, just ignore them. You're in the process of manifesting spiritual fulfillment and well-being. Okay? Really tune into your intuition, because there's some messages there for you that Spirit wants you to receive, and trust it. Okay? This card could represent negative psychic influences and self-delusion. Some of you may be using your psychic abilities to manipulate. This card could also represent drug and alcohol overuse. This card may suggest mental illness, a muddled mind, and suppressed or neglected intuitive feelings as it relates to clairaudient and clairvoyant aptitude. It can represent hidden influences, someone who is working against you, or that you are surrounded by shallow, superficial individuals. This card is warning you to be cautious and to keep your own counsel at this time. And then what's crossing you or what's challenging you? I just want to go back to the High Priestess. The message on the card is, my intuition guides me to the truth. Okay? Trust your intuition. It's right. What's crossing you or what's challenging you or your situation is the Nine of Swords. The message on this card is, I trust the present moment. The Nine of Swords, the Swords cards are Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, but the Nine of Swords is mostly Gemini energy. So this is you showing up in your reading, Gemini, and this is your challenge card, so you might be having a struggle within. The Nine of Swords is all about fear, anxiety, negativity, worry, a troubled conscience, doubt, isolation, suffering, nightmares, trauma, depression. So this card warns about those worries that keep you up all night or wake you suddenly in the early morning hours. Thoughts, worries, guilt, anguish, or concerns fill your mind and create havoc. You're unable to settle your mind, and the lack of sleep is adding to the situation, making you feel even more vulnerable. Nine of Swords. And if this resonates, Gemini, I can help you with Reiki, or you should look into doing breathing techniques, Wim Hof or box breathing, stuff like that, okay? The Nine of Swords is a card of anxiety. Dark thoughts and disturbing feelings are weighing you down and keeping you up at night. You are worrying excessively about a situation, and your negative thoughts are getting the better of you, leaving you feel stressed and anxious. And the more you associate with your fears, the more they will rule your life. Be careful you're not manifesting through your negative thoughts. When you repeat negative thoughts in your mind, you can run the risk of manifesting them in your life. Spirit wants you to break the cycle. Every time a negative thought comes in your mind, replace it with a positive one instead. Much of your fear and worry is in your head. Spirit saying, stop overthinking. Examine your situation from a new perspective. Your constant thoughts are preventing you from resting. It may also be time for you to reach out for some help. This card looks worse than what it represents. Okay? It's a card of despair. You have been feeling like this for quite a while now. Your fears may be unfounded, though. They're causing, they could be, it could be from your negative thinking or your state of mind. You're not facing your situation. Your fears and your difficulties are worse than the reality of the situation. Extreme stress is indicated, and it's making you lose sleep. No matter how difficult a situation seems, you must face your fears and decide quickly and swiftly, because your worries are paralyzing and far worse than the outcome. Distress, mental stress or illness, nightmares, fear and anxiety due to overthinking and worrying, which might lead to feeling oppressed. Okay? And maybe try journaling it too. But if you are struggling, then definitely go talk to someone. Gemini, don't keep it in, okay? This card shows extreme anxiety, nightmares, tension, unhappiness, and regrets over past mistakes or misfortunes. You are in an unhappy and tense state of mind, whether or not the facts bear out the fear. Thus, the suffering associated with this card may be mostly in your mind. The Nine of Swords indicates that you are troubled by bad dreams or horrible fantasies. Deep-rooted or repressed issues are trying to surface so you can resolve them. It will likely be very challenging to change your attitudes and beliefs, but it's worth the effort and unpleasantness. 9 is the number of completion, thus this card indicates that the changes you are being required to make forecast a better future. Then your third card is the Queen of Swords. I protect what matters to me is the message on the card. This Queen of Swords can be male or female in a general reading like this. This Queen of Swords is either you or someone in your situation, someone in your life. This is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, but mostly Libra. Okay, the Queen of Swords represents more Libra energy. So the Queen of Swords is someone who is honest, independent, principled, fair, creative, constructive, clear-mindedness, perceptive, intelligent, faithful, a warrior, strong beliefs, highly principled. This queen knows a lot from personal experience, from extensive reading, as well as from observing life around her. She can, if she wishes, chat with anyone about almost anything. She can fit comfortably in almost any situation. She can see the big picture surrounding a problem and can tactfully but forthrightly give a solution. She loves to help and share what she knows. She enjoys intellectually stimulating pursuits and makes a good and loyal friend. However, she can appear to lack affection or emotional warmth. Some find her intimidating and unapproachable. She may represent a single or independent woman with authority and power. Often, she is someone with impressive intellectual or communicative abilities, such as a writer, a professor, a lawyer, a minister, a businesswoman, or a scholar. This queen may be someone who has endured a painful loss, but she draws upon her willpower and experience to continue on her path. If she doesn't represent a person, this queen can indicate that you are going through a difficult experience, which will open new opportunities for positive growth. Okay? So, this is either, again, you, Gemini, or someone in your life, male or female. The Queen of Swords has a solemn demeanor. This card represents a woman who has suffered a loss and may be alone. She could be a widow, divorced, or separated. She has loved and lost, but she knows the cycles of life. For now, she must wait, but she knows she will discover love again. She faces her pain patiently and courageously like a queen. She is a strong-willed, tenacious woman, someone who can cope with whatever life throws at her and make the best of it. In times of loss and grief, she is a supportive and helpful friend. The Queen of Swords can represent someone who is lonely but is mentally capable of overcoming obstacles. Okay, then your fourth card is the Three of Swords. I see things exactly as they are, is the message on the card here. So the Three of Swords represents your past, but is relevant to your current situation. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, mostly Libra here with the Three of Swords. This card is talking about a loss again. So experiencing emotional pain, separation, heartbreak, suffering, grief, sadness, hurt, and sorrow, something that is difficult to face, division, absence. So the Three of Swords is one of the dreaded cards in the Tarot deck. Life does sometimes bring us these moments, and this card signifies that. It can represent a new raw pain. It can be a major situation, such as finding your lover unfaithful, or a smaller one, such as cutting and hurtful words from a trusted friend. Swords represent truth, and this is a case of the truth hurting very much indeed. Again, this has something to do with your past, but is relevant now. Okay, this is a card of sorrow. You're feeling deeply hurt and disappointed. You have suffered a major setback or loss. Expressing your sadness is a part of the cleansing process, and letting it all out will help you move on to better times. Allow yourself to experience these emotions, no matter how painful. Focus on the path ahead. Let go and move on. Spirit saying, don't let your focus become locked on the damage when it should be on the recovery. Now is the time to accept what happened and move forward with your life. While the pain may cloud your vision for a time, it will eventually bring clarity and enable you to put the past behind you. So they're repeating the message there. Okay? The hurt and sadness is temporary. You will bounce back, Gemini. All it takes is faith, self-love, forgiveness, and time. You may be taking others' words to heart. Just remember, you do not have to accept their words as truth. They are just expressing their own fears. This card represents profound emotional and mental turmoil. As a result of this disappointment, there may be quarrels or separations, okay? A love affair ends due to one of the partners being unfaithful. Swords are symbolic of a person's thinking and perception, and therefore imply that challenges in a relationship or a degree of disappointment and sorrow can be overcome if they are confronted with honesty. And that goes with yourself also, right? Be honest with yourself too. The Three of Swords is a card of severance, signifying separation and sadness, maybe from the end of a romantic relationship, but there is a sense that the separation or breakup was needed. And although you feel post-breakup blues, the separation was meant to be. This card could also mean that you feel isolated and cut off from something you love. That's why you got the Queen of Swords, feeling lonely. Maybe you feel isolated or cut off from a way of life, your home and family, a philosophy, a pursuit, or a job. You're feeling pain. You're feeling the pain of separation. Again, maybe from a romantic situation. Sometimes this card can signify a love triangle. A third party has entered into the formerly stable situation and caused the breakup, but it was ready to happen anyway. It's time to let go, Gemini. Whatever relationship has died must be allowed to disintegrate spiritually too. Don't try to hold on to the past, Spirit is saying. See things exactly as they are. Then your immediate future card, what's likely to happen next, coming up very soon in your life, is the King of Swords. This is male or female in a general reading. And this is either you or someone coming into your life very soon. This is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. But the King of Swords mostly represents Aquarius energy. This king may use his impressive abilities to further his own agenda with no respect for ethics, standards, or ideals. He can be ridiculously judgmental and hold people in contempt if they don't behave or think as he deems appropriate or right. This king represents someone who is manipulative, cruel, weakness. It can represent inner truth, your inner truth, quiet power or a misuse of power, someone who is inhumane, irrational, a dictator, oppressive, dishonest, controlling, cold, ruthless. Okay, this situation hasn't happened yet, so you're going to be more prepared. This card could suggest that you are delaying decisions, you are being misguided. This king represents quiet power. Your power and authority come from within, Gemini, from your unwavering belief in yourself, your deep connection to your values, and your commitment to stand firm in your truth. You do not allow others to steer you off course, instead preferring to draw your energy from your higher self and connect with what truly matters to you. Sometimes the King of Swords can allude to a misuse of power. You may be using your ability to manipulate or persuade others to fulfill your personal needs, or you may be using your advanced intellect to make others feel inferior or disadvantaged. The reversed King of Swords is very intelligent and has only his personal interests in mind. Be careful, he might take advantage of you. A lack of decisiveness about where your best opportunities lie or what direction you want to go can be represented by the King of Swords reversed. You may be feeling lost or uncertain about your options at this time or soon. Your immediate future card. This king indicates fickleness, using words as swords to wound, gossiping, superficiality again, playing one person against the other, or a rigidity of opinions. If this card doesn't represent a person, he can represent a situation in which people around you are hostile towards your ideas or your spiritual quest. And you may have to keep these matters to yourself, keep them secret. That's what they're talking about with the High Priestess at the very beginning of the reading. So the King of Swords reversed can represent a manipulative, uncompassionate, or mentally violent man or boss. And again, could be a woman in a general reading like this. Then the outcome that you desire most in your situation is, actually, let me go back to the King of Swords. The message on this card is, I trust my ability to make a strategic decision. But because it came out reverse, you're not trusting yourself enough. Trust yourself more, Gemini. Then your sixth card is the Hierophant, and it came out reversed. This card, Major Arcana card, big message here. This card, the message on this card is, I am ready to love and learn. The Hierophant is represented by Taurus. So you could be interested in a Taurus at this time. So you are challenging the status quo. You are rebelling. You are trying new methods. This is a card of freedom, non-conformity, having your personal beliefs. This is a card of new approaches, ignorance. This card suggests stubborn bullheadedness, particularly in areas of beliefs and their application in day-to-day life. You may be in a rut, unable to see new things or find useful ways to apply your beliefs in the real world. The advice from Spirit, Gemini, is to consider giving up. Consider giving up some routines and trying something new. You are your own teacher. All of the wisdom you seek comes from within, not from an external source. That's why they want you to go within. That's why they're saying they want you to trust your intuition more. Okay? You are being guided to follow your own path and adopt your own spiritual belief systems rather than blindly follow others'. Over time, you will learn to trust yourself and tap into your own inner knowledge. You no longer need external approval to succeed. You are ready to go at it alone and do it your way, even if that means going against convention. You are challenging the status quo. You no longer accept the rigid structures, tradition, and dogma surrounding you. You seek out opportunities to rebel and reclaim your personal power. Make your own rules. You know now that changes need to be made. There may be a run-in with authorities or conflict with a parent or authoritative figure when this card comes out reversed. This card could represent someone who is materialistic, unorthodox, someone who is rebelling against an establishment. If you're seeking advice from an accountant or a lawyer, Spirit is saying get a second opinion. Do not rush into agreements. They might prove to be disappointing at this time. This is your 6th card, the outcome that you desire most in your situation. You may wish to overthrow an old tradition, be it religious, ideological, intellectual, or cultural, that you feel is suffocating you. Or that simply no longer serves your needs. You can choose to live by whatever philosophy resonates with your true nature. You want to direct your actions your own way, even if this puts you in conflict with some established tradition or one you were raised to believe. Maybe your faith is being challenged in some way, and you must re-evaluate beliefs you've always taken for granted. Okay? And then your 7th card is your self-image card, how you see yourself. And you got the 7 of Swords reversed. I take great care in what I value. Okay? Maybe you haven't been, because it came out reversed, maybe you haven't really been taking care of what you really truly value in your life, in your situation. Okay? The 7 of Swords reverse is all about regretting, having regret. This is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy again, mostly Aquarius energy with the 7 of Swords. This card warns that such a tricky plan will not work out, and whoever attempts it will be exposed. This card is letting you know, again, Spirit's talking about keeping secrets, deceiving yourself, feeling like you have the imposter syndrome. This card is letting you know that the truth is going to be revealed. This is a card about confessing, coming clean, rethinking your approach again. Deception, it can be self-deception, or you're deceiving someone or someone's deceiving you. It'll be different for everyone. This card is talking about your conscience again. Okay. This card is talking about taking professional advice again. Be cautious of burglary and superficial contracts again. So I would make a note of that. But if you're struggling with something, whatever that is, Spirit is saying get professional help. You need to have you need to look at this situation from a different perspective. This card emphasizes you may have the upper hand over a tricky situation, but you still need to exercise caution. Discretion and discrimination are required, as are diplomacy and maybe even evasive tactics. You may not enjoy this oblique approach, but you'll be more likely to achieve success this way. When this card shows up in a reading, it's urging caution in all dealings. There's secretive action or indirect communication occurring behind your back. Nothing is quite what it seems to be, and you have to use your wit to achieve your aims. But be wary of being too overconfident, okay? You may appear to be on top now, but being too cocky could do you in. When this card comes out reversed, there is the possibility of deception. Maintain caution and vigilance in all things during this period. Stay open-minded and flexible so that you can respond to changes quickly. You may be experimenting with different plans of action, getting various points of view. And then your environment card is the Eight of Pentacles. This card represents your environment or how others see you and your situation. I dedicate myself to what I believe in, is the message on the card there. This is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, mostly Virgo here with the Eight of Pentacles. This is a card of skill development, having high standards, feeling accomplished, dedication, having new skills, job satisfaction, diligence, passion. This card is known as the Apprentice card. It means you've taken up a new job, craft, art, or activity. It's not an easy road, for being a beginner brings a hard learning curve and tedious repetition until you get it perfect. But because you have a goal and the passion that comes with a new endeavor, it's likely the bumpy beginning part of the journey will not discourage you. Okay, so craftsmanship, quality, apprenticeship, mastery, commitment, reward, talent, expertise, mastery. You are integrating old skills into a new form, or you are adding new skills. You've tried various means of making your living, and you are now finalizing how you want to use your personal resources to fulfill your needs and expand. Your sureness of purpose guarantees success. Your craftsmanship will be rewarded by increased income, opportunity, and respect. This card suggests developing and applying your skills in a productive manner. You know what you want and how to go about achieving it. So if you are sincere and persevere, your efforts will succeed. A business or project will prosper as a result of refining your craft or improving your processes. A new venture brings success because you are training yourself intensively with a clear goal in mind. okay? Just dedicate yourself to what you believe in, what you're good at. Your skills are going to bring you financial rewards. Just have patience. A new project has begun. This card represents learning and mastering new skills, which can lead to a new means of earning income or pursuing a new project. You are honing your skills in preparation for a new and challenging project. On the other hand, financial prosperity is predicted, and now is the time to maintain your composure and faith in your talents. Now you are ready to head in a new direction or start a new project, business, or career. And then your hopes and fears card, what you hope for or fear the most in your situation, is the Death card reversed. Major Arcana card. So this card represents Scorpio in the zodiac. When this card comes out reverse, is talking about going through a personal transformation, holding on to something, repeating negative patterns, resisting change or a fear of change, feeling stuck, the need to inner purging, stagnation. So this card can imply resisting death and perhaps even stalling it, or letting something drag on beyond its natural lifespan. And when you do this, it can lead to stagnation. Okay? So just be careful of that. Sometimes they talk about, like, for example, when you do like cosmetic surgery, like the fear of change, the fear of getting older, looking older, and like getting all the Botox and fillers and stuff like that, when just naturally allow yourself to age with grace. It could be that. Just take whatever resonates and leave the rest. You are on the verge of a meaningful change, but you are resisting it. You may be reluctant to let go, or you may not know how to make the change you need. You still carry harmful viewpoints from the past that may interfere with a new opportunity. Because of your refusal, life has stagnated and you feel stuck in limbo. You need to embrace change rather than resist it. See what wonderful opportunities become available when you say yes to change. As you learn to release the past and surrender to the present, the future becomes even brighter. You are going through a massive personal transformation, and often in private and out of view from others. You are releasing what no longer serves you so that you can make space for something new to emerge. Just allow it to happen. Just go with the flow, okay? And because, let me just tell you something, Gemini. If something is supposed to change in your life and you don't face it or you don't allow it, then the universe will come in and do it for you. And it's 100 times harder to deal with. Trust me, that happened to me. This card represents resisting changes, feeling like life is very boring, lethargy, and inertia, stagnation, unable to adjust to new circumstances. Okay? Spirit saying, just let go and embrace the new beginnings that are coming. It's time for out with the old and in with the new. Okay? You may be putting off making necessary changes, usually out of fear. You feel that others are standing in your way, but you are really blocking yourself. You're stuck in old habit patterns that you know need to be changed, but you don't want to put forth the effort to alter them, even though you are unhappy with the current situation. You may be depressed or in a state of apathy, the result of refusing to accept the necessary process of psychological death, which leads to rebirth. The way out is to face up to your stagnation, frustration, and unhappiness. Let go of any relationships that aren't working. Now it's time to throw out the old and ring in the new, Spirit is saying. And then your future card is the Seven of Wands reversed. This card represents your future if all is to remain as is. The message on this card is, I actively hold true to my values, what you believe in. You're not, though. That's why it came out reversed. So make sure you are actively holding true to what you value, what's important to you, okay? Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy. This card is mostly Leo energy. This card is asking you to consider what exactly it is that you are defending, because there is a possibility that you are wrong and that you should lower your defenses. Seven of Wands reversed. This is a card about fear, admitting defeat, giving up, having no confidence, feeling overwhelmed, yielding, a lack of self-belief, surrender, exhaustion, perplexity, being embarrassed. This is a card of anxiety again. It's cautioning you against indecision, okay? You got to make a decision. External pressure is weighing you down, leaving you doubting yourself and whether everything is worth it. It may seem as if you are under constant opposition. You may feel ready to give up. You may be exhausted, but Spirit's saying you need to keep fighting for what you believe in. Stand strong. Own your position and don't change who you are just to keep others happy. I love that. I'm going to make a note of that. So keep fighting for what you believe in, Gemini. Stand strong, own your position, and don't change who you are just to keep others happy. You may think others are perpetually criticizing you. You may think that others are perpetually criticizing you. Your family or friends are questioning your choices. You will not always win everyone over. Spirit is saying, hold your ground with determination and courage. You may be overwhelmed by the challenges and responsibilities in your life. Rebuild your self-esteem and confidence and have faith that you can achieve what you set out to do. You may be trying to avoid conflict wherever possible. As a result, you are backing down from your point of view too easily. So, Spirit's saying you need to stand up for yourself. Keep fighting for what you believe in. The Seven of Wands reversed signifies a time of confusion. You don't know whether to hold on or back off, but now is the time for firmness and decision. Even if you're not sure which way to go, It's one of those situations where any decision is better than none at all. So however that resonates with you, Gemini. Okay. Seven of Wands reversed. Time to retreat and wait for an opportune moment. Opportunities are being thrown away due to fear when this card comes out reversed. Okay, so that is your Celtic Cross spread. And now I'll just give you your Animal Spirit card message. So you got the Dragon. I love this for you here. The Dragon. This card doesn't come out that often, Gemini. This card represents seeing one's most true self and balancing the ego. The dragon sees everything. Its essence has been with us since before our first breath and will be there at our last. It watches us navigate the external world as well as our inner world. When dragon energy is awakened, we are courageous, visionary, and can easily drop into witness consciousness. It is almost as if we are traveling with a great friend inside ourselves. When we look in the mirror, deep into our eyes, we may even glimpse the self behind the self, the one who is watching us. This is the power of the dragon breathing transformative fire into every cell of our bodies. Witnessing this omnipotent energy, even for a brief moment, helps us surrender and let go. We let the dragon guide us. We hop on its back for a ride. And as we traverse even the most difficult terrain, the dragon's eyes see beauty everywhere. It is said that if a yogi does not see beauty in the world, their Agni is dim. Agni is described as inner fire or sacred intelligence. May even just be the mention of the dragon stir the embers of intelligence within you. Okay, so the subtle energy of the dragon lives at the navel center in the Manipura chakra. Manipura translates to the city of hidden gems, and behind its gates burns the fire of our transformation and digestion. The sage believes health of the fire at the navel center is what governs our ability to clearly see both the inner and outer dimensions. The dragon and the third chakra. So make sure your third chakra is clear, Gemini, okay? I can help you with that if you like, or you can just Google that, how to clear your third chakra. But you have dragon energy at this time. You are representing the dragon. You have the ability to see your true self and to balance your ego. So that is your reading. If you like this reading, if it resonated with you, please like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment. I would love to hear from you. If you would like your own private personal reading, I'll leave my email under the video and you can email me. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to listen to these messages from Spirit. Thank you for allowing me to channel them to you. I'm truly very grateful. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I'm sending you a huge hug, and remember, to thine own self be true. Bye, Gemini.